Welcome back to Brixton Productions and our upload times that are always never the same day, but it doesn't matter. Today I made a musket. A musket like those, a flintlock specifically. So I couldn't really make a good firing mechanism, so you pull the trigger, so the best thing I could do was something quite simple. So first, if it looks like this, then that means it's already been fired. So first, pull back the hammer, then put down this thing. I forgot the name of it. Just look it up on Google or something, I don't know. Anyways, the best way a way to fire it is like this. That doesn't always work though. So it's usually easier to so it's like a 50-50 chance for it to work with the trigger, so that's not really an efficient way. I also couldn't find a way to make a lock trap. So the only way you can really lock it is if you put it all the right way right there. I know it's not very efficient, but that's the best I can do. As you can see here, I put this, so I cut this in two so I could make this one have different collision boxes or something. So this is actually what's making contact with the hammerhead. So first, when this hits it, there's enough space for it to push back and make it go back. So you'll thoroughly understand. For reasons, we will slow it down to 1/10 time. As you can see, the hammer makes contact with it and then pushes it down. I don't know why that's not a good firm touch. Okay, dokie, let's try that again. I think we gave a firm enough push. Anyways, the hammer, that's weird. That's a bit better than last time. Anyways, that's roughly how the hammer works. So a better idea without the imperfectness, this hammer goes down and then slides along it. And then pushes it like that. And the reason why hammers looked like the gun hammers looked like that back in the 16 and 1700s, when they were mainly used in muskets were usually used probably about the 1650s or the 1700s. all the way up to the end of the Napoleonic Wars, when caplocks were invented and replaced the flintlock muskets that were so inefficient, because caplocks didn't have to put powder in the trap. I think that's what it's called. Anyways, this is obviously called the hammer. Strikes the trap, pushes it back, but in real life, it actually emits a spark while pushing this back, and the spark travels down the hammer into the trap, where it lights the gunpowder. Then the gunpowder ignites the gunpowder inside the barrel, at the back of the barrel, and then explodes the bullet all the way out the chamber. Muskets were also noticeably long, at least longer than most modern weapons, like an AK-47 from 1947, invented in the Soviet Union, or AR-15, invented in 1956. At least I believe that's what it is. I'm pretty sure it's 1956. Anyways, it strikes the trap. Continuous contact, igniting a spark. Lights gunpowder outside, lights gunpowder inside. Throughout the barrel, an explosion at the back of the barrel launches the bullet out the front of the barrel. That's how specifically flintlock muskets work. Flintlock muskets were used in the American Revolution, and they were also used in the War of 1912, almost completely unheard. Barely anybody knows about the War of 1812. Or in Europe, they were used in the 7-Year War, and they were used in the 7-Year War and in the Napoleonic Wars, until caplocks eventually became mainstream after the Napoleonic Wars. Anyways, that's my episode on muskets. I'll call it musket information.